What if I told you there's a bouncer at the club of your life and it's turning away all the VIPs? We're talking millions of dollars, your dream relationship, and awesome opportunities. It's that feeling of constant struggle, the near misses, the sense that you're pedaling full speed on a stationary bike while everyone else is zipping by in a sports car. Well, that bouncer is your mindset. And it's time we have a little chat with the management. If we haven't met yet, my name is Rosberries, artist, healer, and spiritual teacher. And today I'll share practical mindset shifts to help you finally fire that shadow bouncer, shatter the glass wall, and get the good stuff flowing your way. For years, I believed I was doing everything right. I sought a good paying job. I strove to be a supportive and loving partner and worked diligently to be a kind and generous person to everybody. But I felt like I kept hitting a wall in my life. It was exhausting, it was frustrating, and frankly, a little embarrassing. Then I had a realization that was part genius and part total facepalm. The wall wasn't out there. The barrier was really me. My own thoughts and deeply held cringy beliefs about what I thought I was worth were the very things ghosting the awesome life I truly wanted. So in this video, we're skipping the big inspirational quotes and diving into advice that is way more practical. Meow. Before we can fix this, we have to know what we are dealing with. The specific mindset that keeps good things at bay is built on what some folks call a scarcity mindset, not to be confused with a sarcastic mindset. Duh. Now, this isn't just negative thinking, it's a deep, almost primal belief that everything good, money, love, sex, opportunities, pizza slices, is a limited resource and there's never enough to go around. This mindset works like a terrible Wi-Fi signal for your life. It's constantly buffering, dropping connections, and making you freak out about what you don't have. But think about it. When you believe there isn't enough, you make decisions out of fear. You're so scared of losing what you have that you can't take the smart risks you need to grow. Like a colleague gets a promotion, and instead of being inspired, your scarcity brain whispers, well, there goes my chance. It becomes a self fulfilling prophecy. You expect to lose, so you act in ways to make sure that you do. You hoard, you hide, you accidentally project an energy of desperation that other people can feel from a mile away. And if you're an empath, that statement is literal. And here's the wild part. Studies have shown that your brain of scarcity can actually mess with your brain's performance. It creates a kind of tunnel vision where you can only focus on the immediate fire, like that bill due tomorrow, instead of seeing the long-term solution that could prevent future fires altogether. It's like trying to run a brand new video game on a computer from 1998. All your processing power is just trying to keep the system from crashing. This isn't your fault. These beliefs can get installed in childhood or from tough experiences from life. Seeing this faulty programming for what it is, that's the first, most important step to upgrading your system from a scarcity mindset into an abundant one. Real kicker is that scarcity mindset doesn't just affect your bank account. Oh no. It's like a party crasher that infiltrates every room of your life, the unseen architect behind your quiet suffering. Financially, it's a cage. You get so fixated on not losing money that you can't spot the opportunities to make any. You might cling to a stable but soul-sucking job because the fear of the unknown feels scarier than the misery of your current reality. You tell yourself you can't afford to invest in a course that could triple your income, which is classic short-term thinking. It keeps you playing in the minor leagues of life. In your relationships, it shows up as jealousy and insecurity. A scarcity mindset whispers that love is a limited edition item. If your partner has a win, you might feel a pang of envy instead of pure joy. No judgment. You might get possessive, terrified someone else will take them. The kind of fear eats away at trust and intimacy. Real connection thrives on the idea that love is abundant and grows when you share it. Scarcity just smothers it. And when it comes to big opportunities, this mindset is a locked door with a missing key. You'll hear the brilliant idea and your first thought won't be, how could I make that work? It turns into a list of 50 reasons why you can't. It's like you're not smart enough, lucky enough, or connected enough. These aren't fact. They're just stories you tell yourself, born from a core belief that you're not enough. This constant I can't soundtrack creates a powerful repellent to your manifestations. Opportunities might be knocking, but your mindset has soundproofed the building. So how do we uninstall this crappy scarcity software? One thought at a time. This isn't about wishing on a star. It's about strategic, intentional shifts in how you see the world. Here are 5 practical upgrades that will turn you from a repelling force into an opportunity magnet. First trap is thinking abundance is just about cash. True abundance is being rich in all of life's currencies: time, energy, relationships, even your well-being. Having millions in the bank but being bankrupt in health and love isn't abundance. It's a beautifully decorated prison. So start by noticing the wealth you already have. You've got 24 hours in a day, same as everybody else. That's time wealth. Energy to move, to think, to hug someone. That is health wealth. You have people in your life who make you laugh. That's social wealth. When you start seeing abundance everywhere, you train your brain to look for what's there, not what's missing. Cultivate abundance daily by reflecting each evening on instances of joy, creativity, beauty, resources, or even the support that you had on that given day. Did you have an abundance of good songs on the radio? An abundance of patience with that annoying coworker? Again, no judgment. Maybe it's an abundance of clean socks. This playful practice trains your brain to see the world as an overflowing buffet instead of a plate of scraps. Your negative thoughts aren't random, they're clues. Thoughts like, I'm never going to make enough money, or all the good ones are taken, are the grumpy gatekeepers of your scarcity mindset. Put on your detective hat and do some investigating. For 1 week, keep notes in your phone. Every time you feel that familiar twinge of anxiety, envy, hopelessness about your goals, stop and write down the exact thought that triggered it. At the end of the week, look at your list. You'll see the pattern. Your foundational limiting beliefs will be exposed. Don't worry, your secrets are safe with me. Once you spot a belief, you don't have to fight it. Just question it. Ask, is this really 100% true? For example, if you believe, I'm bad with money, poke some holes in that story. Have you ever paid a bill on time, saved up for something that you wanted, found a great deal? Find the evidence that proves the old story is a lie. Then give yourself a better one. Instead of, I'm bad with money, try writing it out. I'm getting better at finances every day. It's not a lie. It's just a more helpful truth. A scarcity mindset is always asking, what am I going to get out of this? An abundance mindset flips the script and asks, what can I offer? What could I create? What problem can I solve? When you're focused on getting, you're always waiting for someone else to make a move. You need a job to give you money. You need a partner to give you love. But when you shift to creating, you become the source. You don't just look for a job. You look for ways to be aligned to your greater purpose. You don't just search for love. You become the most loving person you could be. The best way to get to this is to get creative about what it means to be generous. This sounds completely backwards if you feel like you don't have enough to go around, but creative giving sends a powerful message to your brain that you have more than enough to share. You can start small, tip a little extra, compliment a stranger's hair color, send a kind note to a friend after you saw something inspirational they posted on their social media feed. This simple act flips your self-identity from someone who lacks to someone who adds value. If these mindset shifts resonate with you, subscribe and join our community. Each week, we explore your inner calling to consciously create a life of alignment and joy. We share ways you can shift your mindset from feeling helpless to empowered. And this journey is always more potent when we walk it together. For those of you who want to take this work even deeper, I want to invite you to my Patreon community. There, you will access Reiki-infused guided meditations created to specifically help shift your scarcity mindset and turn your consciousness into an abundance magnet. It's the perfect way to support this reprogramming on a subconscious level. You'll find details in the description below. One of the sneakiest symptoms of scarcity is envy. When you see someone else succeed, it stings a little because your brain thinks they just took the last slice of success pie. This is a trap that keeps you bitter and stuck. An abundance mindset knows the pie is infinite. Better yet, it knows that someone else's success is not a threat. It's a roadmap. It expands what is possible for all of us. When you see someone achieve something you want, you have two choices. Be envious, which makes you feel small, or be curious, which makes you grow. Your mission is to actively celebrate other people's wins. The next time you see someone post about a promotion or a happy moment, don't just scroll by. Leave a genuine comment. Congratulate them. If you're feeling extra bold, ask them how they did it. When you celebrate another person's victory, you're telling your own brain, hey, look, it's possible. Let's get some of that. Tune into the frequency of success, not the frequency of lack. Thinking, planning, and visualizing are great, but they're just the appetizer. Action is the main course. Scarcity mindset leads to paralysis by analysis. You wait for the perfect plan, the perfect moment, the perfect horoscope. Spoiler alert, perfect never shows up. Lame. An abundance mindset runs on inspired, messy action. It's about taking the next logical step, even if it feels like a small, clumsy one. You can't experience the flow of water by standing on the shore and thinking about swimming. You gotta at least dip your toe in. So what's one tiny, imperfect thing you can do today towards a goal. Not tomorrow, not next week. Today, right now. Is it sending that one email you've been putting off? Spending 15 minutes watching a tutorial for that side hustle? Opening a savings account and committing a small amount each month? Taking action, no matter how small, breaks the spell of being stuck. It builds momentum and it proves to yourself that you're no longer waiting for life to happen to you. You're the one making it happen. That invisible bouncer who's been guarding the door to your dreams isn't some muscle bound giant ready to crush you the moment you ask for the keys to your manifestation. It's just made of thoughts, and thoughts can be changed. It all starts by understanding that abundance isn't something you chase. It's a frequency you tune into. It's less about what's in your bank account and more about what's in your mind. We've covered 5 powerful mindset upgrades today: seeing your abundance everywhere, becoming a detective of your own thoughts, shifting from a taker to a maker, celebrating other people's wins, and taking messy, imperfect action. Don't try to tackle them all at once. Just pick one, the one that makes you nod and say, "Oof, yeah, that's me." Commit to playing with it for the next week. This isn't a magic wand. It's a practical reprogramming in how you operate in the world. The work is real, but the results are so worth it. You have the power to change the programming. Open the door and start living a life that is truly ridiculously abundant. The fun starts now. Thank you for listening, and until I see you at the next one, I'm wishing you peace, love, and all the berries.